Welcome to Boston Building Resources. My name is Deb. I'm the Communications Director here. And Boston Building Resources is a place where you can get all kinds of supplies and materials for home improvement. We're located in Roxbury Crossing. And we try to do everything with an angle of being green and sustainable. We have both new and used materials, so you can get the reuse aspect as well as buying new and follow your values of making home improvements with keeping sustainability in mind. So we're trying to make your home a better place and make the world a better place at the same time. So why don't we head on in and I'll show you around. So this is the part of our organization where we have all new materials. And one of the things that many customers are interested in is kitchen cabinetry and kitchen design. It's a real area of specialty for us. And people want to remodel their kitchen, but they want to do it in such a way that they're keeping their environmental values at the forefront. And there are many, many aspects to that. We have 6 different cabinet manufacturers, and they all have different aspects of being green, different strengths and weaknesses. For example, one of the main considerations is that the plywood that makes up the top, the sides, the back, and the bottom of the cabinet, we want to choose a plywood that is made with no added urea formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is a typical additive to a lot of cabinets that you find out there, but it also is toxic and there's a lot of off-gassing. So most of our manufacturers either just don't use it in any of their cabinetry, or you can choose as an option to have formaldehyde-free plywood. Another aspect is the hardwoods that are used for the doors or for a side panel like this. You can choose woods that are sustainably harvested, that have a certification from the Forest Stewardship Council, or you can choose hardwoods that are locally grown, like maple and pine that tend to be grown here in the Northeast. And also the stains, finishes, and adhesives that are used to finish the cabinets and glue them together. They can also have a lot of off-gassing. They can either be water-based, which has very low VOCs, or some of the traditional products that have been used have a lot of volatile organic compounds. So we try to stay away from those as well. So one area of concern for a lot of our customers is their windows. A lot of people have these older single pane windows like this, and we've all seen a lot of advertising from companies that want us to throw away our old windows and replace them with new replacement windows. And the other side of the story is that you can actually tune up your older windows, couple them with a good quality storm window, and get energy efficiency ratings that are comparable to a replacement window. And there's a lot of benefits to doing that. One, you're retaining the architectural integrity of your house, and your original windows might be 100 years old, and if you keep them in good shape, they may last another 100 years, whereas a replacement window might last 20 years, and it'll have to be replaced again. So a lot of our products, many products that we sell, focus on tuning up your windows. These are held in place by ropes or sash chain that can enable you to open and close the window and keeps it open while it's up there like that. We have sash chain in a number of different colors and types. And there's also a special metal weather stripping that goes in this part here between the sash, which is the part that moves, and the side of the window. And this is what it looks like. It's kind of a V-shape metal strip that gets nailed in place. And this V expands to close the gap between the sash and the side of the window, and that will keep the draft out. And yet you can still move your window smoothly up and down and open it when you want to. And then we've got the storm window on the outside, which is equally important to create that air pocket between the storm window and the primary window. And you can put the screen down in summer, put the glass part down in winter, and get really good energy efficiency while still maintaining your original windows and keeping them in good shape, tuning them up, and keep the original windows from your house. So another way of being green is trying to save water. And we have some low flush toilets that will help you to save, especially some of the older toilets might use 3 or 4 gallons per flush. And this one uses 1.6, and we have another one that uses 1.28 gallons per flush. So they're getting more and more efficient as the engineering gets better. And this model is actually a dual flush toilet. So the button on top is really 2 buttons. And if you need a full flush, you would push the larger half of the button. And if you just need a partial flush, then you push the small button, and that will flush with 0.9 gallons. So very efficient, great way to save water. So gardening is really popular, and a lot of people like to do container gardening. And you might have seen whiskey barrel type containers like this around. And this looks pretty much like your typical whiskey barrel, but it's actually made out of recycled plastic. There's a company in Leominster, Mass. that makes them. They take old computer cases and they melt them down and form them into these whiskey barrel shapes. And another advantage is that these will last a whole lot longer than a wood whiskey barrel will last. And it's a way to add some beauty to your home and be green at the same time. So these are 2 different types of composters. Composting is something that is really great if you're a gardener because it's producing fertilizer for your garden. And it's also being green because it reduces the amount of waste that you're generating. And I know when our family started composting, the amount of trash bags that we put out was probably cut in half. So the way that these work is you toss in the leaves from your trees as well as any kind of organic matter from your kitchen, peels, rinds, anything that is sort of vegetable oriented and that will decompose. You toss it in here with your leaves, it gets mixed up, and it has to have aeration so that the little critters that are in there breaking it down can breathe. And this particular one has a cone on the inside that provides aeration from the bottom as well as from the sides. And this is just another type that's a rigid plastic. You get the aeration from the sides, and a lot of people like it because it's got this little trap door at the bottom that you can take out the finished compost pretty easily. So they're 2 different types, but they're both really great at reducing waste. And if you're a gardener, you get that black gold for your garden. So from here you can see our solar panels. We try to not only help our customers be green, but as a business and how we run our business, we try to be as green and sustainable as we can. And we've had these photovoltaic panels up there since about 2008. And since that time, our electric bills are now about 25% of what they used to be before we had the system installed. So it's really been great. Even on a cloudy day, they're still generating power. So now we're going to go over and see the other main component of Boston Building Resources, which is our reuse center. So we're right over here. So this is the reuse center at Boston Building Resources, and everything that you see in here has been donated. Some of the material is brand new, surplus. Some of it is used, and we're getting a donation of a cabinet set right now. This is a set that came from a local community organization that was remodeling, and they were putting new cabinets in, and yet the cabinet set that was coming out is still in really good shape and can be used by somebody else who's remodeling their kitchen. So it was donated to us, and we will put a price on it and put it out on the floor for our customers. One of the things that is different here over at the Reuse Center is that everything has two prices. There's a public price and a Plus member price. And Plus members are members who have shown that their income falls within the guidelines that we have that are essentially for low to moderate income folks. So one of the products that we have in stock right now is actually some brand new lumber. It's Knotty Pine. It was donated to us after a customer had it made for a project, and the project ended up never getting implemented. It sat around their house for a long time, and they finally decided to clean out and donate it to us. So hopefully someone can make some good use of it. So most of the items that we have here are more recent. They're not necessarily antique type items, but every once in a while we get something in here that has kind of a antique-y value to it. And this bathtub is an example of something that's older. It's one of the claw foot type bathtubs, and you can see it's in pretty good shape. And we've got our price sticker on it, where for the public it's $517, and then for a Plus member it's $345. So essentially for Plus members you get 1/3 off of the public price. So this staircase is kind of an unusual item that was donated to us. It was given to us by a company that makes curved staircases. It's a really beautiful item. It's got a lot of hand carving, hand turning of the balusters, and really nice craftsmanship. But it ended up not fitting the location that they had made it for. So, back it went to their shop. It sat in their storage area for a while, and eventually they gave us a call and donated it to us. So in addition to the products that we sell, we're really big on education here, and we have Saturday workshops that are offered throughout the year, teaching different skills, anything from wall framing to tiling to how to fix your old windows. We also have member benefits like a tradesperson referral file. So if you're looking for a plumber, an electrician, a carpenter, somebody who you know is doing business the right way, whose references we've checked, we have some names available for members. So we hope if you have a home improvement project in mind, you'll definitely check us out here in Roxbury Crossing at 100 Terrace Street, or visit our website to read more. And when you're ready to do some home improvements, come and visit, and hope to see you soon.